It's the grandson of Right Thought. Welcome to the School of Marvelous Light. So, we were just talking about people who missed the way because of their own sins, because of their love or lust for sins, as I call it, being led by the red. Those who are led by the red will never see God because they will never be obedient to the commandments of God. They're self-willed, you see? They're not led by the Spirit of God in the things that they do. They are self-led. They rationalize what they do within themselves and they do it. And some people, they do it having their conscience seared with a hot iron. Which means when they do something, they don't even feel bad about what they do. They just do it. You see? Go to 2 Peter chapter 2. We're talking about judgment. I can smell the fear. I can see the fear, and I can hear the fear. Even so much so, it is so thick that people are literally coming up to me asking me how to escape this damnation that they know is coming, how to escape hellfire that they know is coming. You see? Abba has made a difference between who are his and who are not, and who he has reserved and who he shall spare. He has made a difference in them. And he told you the difference in them long ago when he said, blessed are the, and blessed are the, and blessed are the, and blessed are the Beatitudes, they are called. Those people are the ones that are blessed. He's telling you who are blessed. He's not even leaving it up to a question or anybody to conjecture and try to come up with their own ideals or anything. He told you in great plainness who the people that are going to be blessed are in the end times. He straight up told you who they are. So when you see people that are living in fear, it is because of their own love for the wicked things of this world. They cannot let it go. They are led by it. You see? 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 9. Abba Yah knows how to deliver the godly out of temptations, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. So Abba Yah knows how to deliver the righteous. That's why the righteous are not afraid. It's because, and only because they believe Abba when he says that. You see? When you read, it says he knows how to deliver the godly out of temptations. Godly means someone who is led by the Spirit of God in what they do. So instead of acting out with wrath and malice and envy, they react with self-control. They are slow to anger. They are patient people. They are kind. And the reason they are is because they want to be delivered. You see? So they continuously wash their garments. They're always keeping their houses clean. You see? Not saying that you won't spill something in your house, or in other words, mess up in your day or do something wrong. It doesn't mean you won't spill something on your shirt when you're eating. It's the fact that you're taking it and washing it, and you're not being some nasty ass glutton just sitting there with a big ass stain on your shirt. And then somebody says, hey man, why don't you wash your garment? And you say, what for? All I'm going to do is get it dirty again. Imagine if people in the world had that ideal. What is the point of washing my clothes if all they're going to do is get dirty again? So I might as well just keep on wearing them. What kind of rationale is that shit? Sounds like some cave beast type thinking to me. Continuing. 10. But chiefly them that walk after the flesh. See, led by the red. Chiefly, that means foremost, first and foremost, those that walk are led by the red in the lust. See, it's red. I told you guys this. I broke it all down for you if you were willing to listen. Who are led by the red in the lust of uncleanness and despise government. Presumptuous are they, self-willed. See? They presume themselves to be righteous. They think they know what they're doing. They're self-willed. They are not afraid to speak evil of dignities. Whereas angels, which are greater in power and might, bring not railing accusation against them before Abba Yah. But these, as natural brute beasts, see, they're not men. People that are led by the red are beasts, like I've always told you. They are made to be taken and destroyed. So the men that live like a brute beast, you're only going to be taken and destroyed. Taken. You hear that word? I want y'all to get that word because the elect get very confused about this word. A lot of the elect were caught up in that rapture doctrine, thinking they were going to be taken in a rapture. Do you see what taken means here? Now read about when Abba said, there shall be two in the field. One shall be taken and the other left. See the word taken again? Now, when you read the word taken, you think, oh, it's good to be taken and not left. It's bad to be left. It's good to be taken. Well, here it says taken, and that ain't a good thing. So what makes you think it's a good thing there? Well, because it means something different. Okay, let's see. Just as in the days of Noah, when Noah was preserved on the ark and everyone else was taken away with the flood. See? So see how they told you about being taken is good? It seems like being preserved, or as he said, spared, is what's good. Like Noah was, like Lot was. You see? They're made to be taken and destroyed, and they speak evil of the things that they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption. See? Their own corruption. And shall receive the reward of unrighteousness. What is the wages of sin? What have I taught you lately? The wages of sin are... Okay then. So they shall receive the reward of unrighteousness. Wrong thought, see? And they that count it pleasure to riot in the daytime. See how I was just hitting this right on the head? Those who dancing around all day chasing after harlots, trying to get drunk and party and snort cocaine, trying to fornicate all day and commit adultery and just party and have fun all damn day long. Riot in the daytime. Spots they are, and blemishes, sporting themselves with their own deceivings while they feast with you. They are a spot and a blemish among the clean, like a dirty spot on your clean clothing, see? Having eyes full of adultery, see? Is the eye ever filled with seeing? No. Eyes full of adultery, and that cannot cease from sin. Can they stop sinning? So are there people on the earth that you live around that can't stop sinning? That have eyes full of adultery. They're constantly looking to commit adultery. They make songs about committing adultery. They laugh about committing adultery. They brag about it on Facebook Live about committing adultery. They get on Instagram and they talk about committing adultery. They get on Twitter, they talk about committing adultery and lusting and being led by red. They cannot cease from sin, beguiling unstable souls. And heart they have, exercising with covetous practices, cursed children. So there are some people who are just cursed. And I think it's about time that if you are one of those cursed people and you know you are, just accept you are. Because Abba says that there are some. So some people just need to accept that they can't be saved. You can't. You can't enter in. You see how I'm a fighter's fire when I talk? I'm saying things that make people uncomfortable. You can't get in, some of you. You're cursed. You can't stop being led by the red, and you know you can't. You know you can't stop being led by the red. That means you're cursed. Now, how does it feel to be cursed? Well, I can tell you because I've been there. It feels like you are completely separated from love. So, happy hunting. Bon voyage. Arrivederci. Sayonara. Tulu. Because I don't know what to tell the wicked other than that. Because I don't got nothing else for you. It's like when you put food in a bowl for a dog and you only had that little last bit in that bag and you got to go to the store and get him some more and you haven't gone yet. So you pour that little bit to hold him over and he scarfed that shit down and then he's sitting there looking at you, whimpering, looking at his bowl, looking at you, looking at his bowl, looking at you, drool coming down the corner of that nigga mouth. You're like, man, Fido, damn, man, I'm going to get you something, brother. Just hold on a minute, man. Damn. You run to the refrigerator, get a hot dog, throw that shit at that nigga and shit. You see? Ain't nothing I got, man. I got to wait. I got to go back to the stove, brother. Well, it's like that. I ain't got nothing for you, Fido. I ain't got nothing for you. 15. Why? Why are they cursed? Which have forsaken the right way. So if they forsook the right way, doesn't that mean that they knew it? Like I was saying, some people know the shit and they still do the wicked shit anyway. Well, ain't nothing I can do for you, man. How can I teach you something you already know? How can I teach you something that you already know? That don't make a whole lot of sense. Now do it. Which have forsaken the right way and are gone astray. See, astray means there's something that you went away from. You see? Following the way of Balaam, the son of Bosor, who loved the wages of unrighteousness. You see that? Loved the wages of unrighteousness. They have gone after that same way. They love the wages of unrighteousness. They love the feeling of laying with another man's wife and that man doesn't find out. They love the way that feels. See? They love telling you you're getting something, you pay them money, and they know they shafted you and they didn't give you what you paid for. They love that too much to let it go. They love making merchandise of you without you knowing it so bad that they won't tell you the truth that they've made merchandise of you. That's all that it is, man. I love my golf resort trips and my private island I owned too much to tell the world that I have went around the world pillaging and plundering. I don't want to admit that. I know the truth is telling me to say that, but I can't because that would cost me the things that I love, the wages of unrighteousness. It would cost me that. If I go to Christ, that means I can't fuck the prostitutes anymore. I love fucking prostitutes. So then how in the hell can I come to Yahusha if that's what I love to do? Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-doo-doo. You can't, your ass is stuck like glue. Sin got you stuck and there's nothing you can do. Got your ass stuck like Elmer's glue. And there is nothing that Elmer can do. You see? Your ass Elmer and your ass is stuck like glue to sin because you love it. Why would God take something from you that you love? You love it so damn much that stinking ass security blanket you have, he says, fuck it. This little nigga wants it so bad, it's making that nigga teeth fall out, it's making him sick, it's so fucking filled with black mold that it's killing him every day. But he won't let go of it, so fine. Go ahead and have your stupid ass, dusty ass rag. And it's gonna kill your dumb ass, but since that's what you love, the wages of unrighteousness, then go ahead and have plenty of wages. Get rich. Y'all see that? Y'all see how easy this is to discern? 16. Balaam, see who we're talking about, he was rebuked for his iniquity. If y'all know the story in Numbers, the donkey spoke to that nigga. It told him about his unrighteousness, but we're going to read that. The dumb ass, speaking with man's voice, forbade the madness of the prophet. Told him he was going the wrong way, going astray. 17. These are wells without water. So these are what look like people without the necessary ingredients to make a person. Or in other words, I'm in the desert. I see what I think is a well. I run to that well thinking I'm going to get water. Fuck the well. I need what's in the well. But I get to it and I find out it's just a fucking well. What good is that gonna fucking do me? I need water in it, bitch. What good is it to have a well without water? Well, that's what a tear is. A shell without a grain. That's what a fake ass nigga is. A person without any empathy, without any soul in there, without any spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh, life force energy in there. So since they're dead, they chase after death. Isn't that what zombies do? I mean, don't they? The living dead? They're only going to eat the living dead. Y'all can't hear me talking to you. A tear is the living dead. And a tear is in the earth. And locust flies by. And he says that I'm hungry. I don't want to die. And so he flies down and he lands on that tear. And he chomps, chomps, chomps till there's nothing left there. He chomp, chomp, chomp till there's nothing left there. Shit. Because the wheat has been gathered into the barn. So now the locust swoops down and he lands on that tear. He chomp, chomp, chomps till there's nothing left there. Y'all don't hear me preaching to y'all though. Y'all don't hear me preaching with great clarity to you. That's what the deal is. That's what it is. The locusts are not going to hurt those who have the seal of the living God in their foreheads. Y'all don't hear me? Locusts going to eat for 5 months, but they can't hurt me because I got Abba seal. You see? They can't hurt you. You got Abba seal, but the locusts can hurt everybody else for 5 months, stinging them, making them turn into other zombies like them. Uh-oh. These are wells without water, clouds that are carried with a tempest, to whom the mist of darkness is reserved forever. So if you just can't get it, you can't get it. And what's ready for you is the mist of darkness forever. A place where you're going when you can't see anything and you don't know who you are and you don't know where you are. Now, that may seem strange to you. That is actually where the so-called Negroes have been for 400 years, right in front of your face. See how y'all are so scared of something y'all don't understand? Speaking of things y'all don't understand, like my Abba just told you. Y'all are so afraid of the Walking Dead. The Walking Dead were the so-called Negroes walking around for 400 years in a place where they knew not themselves. They knew not what they were. They knew not who they were. They knew not nothing. They didn't know shit at all, actually. They actually didn't know anything. Everything that they knew was taught to them by a liar. For 400 years that happened. And then the breath of life entered into them, and their bones came sinew and meat, and skin covered their bones again, and they stood upon their feet, an exceedingly great army. And the breath, Ruach HaKodesh, entered into their bodies again. So now, where Israel came from is where you're going. You see, a mist of darkness. You're going to a place where you won't know who you are, you heathens that won't give up sin. You're going somewhere where you won't know who you are. You won't know your race. You won't know your name. You won't know what you're supposed to eat. You won't know where your land is. You won't know who your people are. You won't know your brother, your sister. Matter of fact, you'll hate them. You'll seek to destroy them and kill them because you'll be cursed. You're all cursed. It's reserved for you. It's been planned for you already. It's already been planned by my God. So then what do you want to do to try to change it or stop it or get out of it or twist it, tangle it? What my man say? No tangle and twist it. Don't tangle and twist it. My name be actress. Don't tangle and twist it. You get it? For when, 18, for when they speak great swelling words of vanity, vain, see, they allure through the lusts of the flesh. If you're led by red, then they're going to allure you with what they say. Through much wantonness. They can't stop wanting the bullshit, man. They have a hunger for it. Those that were clean escaped from them who lived in error. So what did I say? Those who got the seal of Abba Yah escaped from that lust field led by the red world. Led by the red Roths, red shield, Roths, red Esau, Edom, red was his name. Esau, red, half dead was his name. Led by the red dragon, that old serpent, that devil who was in the beginning, that old devil from the beginning, led by the red serpent. They're going to go where the red serpent is going, into the pit, where you're just a confused vegetable, like the Negroes were, standing up there butt-ass naked on an auction block. That's pretty sad, isn't it? I don't see anybody else on this earth taking any race of any other people and putting them on auction blocks on ESPN or TV right now and doing that. Nigga is butt-ass naked, being sold to a slave owner in a plantation in Georgia. You don't see that. It happened to the Negroes. You don't see Indians and shit doing that shit with white people and over there in India. They got it on TV showing this shit and advertising it in the newspapers. That happened here. So you must have been in astonishment and destroyed and didn't know who the hell you were if you were letting someone else sell you on an auction block butt-ass naked. Well, that's what's going to happen to you niggas, because you didn't want to do what Abba said, just like Israel didn't. God is a balanced God. You thought he's just going to do that to Israel and not do it to anybody else? Damn, your pride deceived you. Your pride deceived you. 19. While they promised them liberty. Come to Jesus Christ. Come on. They themselves are the servants of corruption. Their hearts are far from Yahusha. The ones who's going to say, depart from me. See? For of whom a man is overcome. Listen. For of whom a man is overcome, of the same is he brought in bondage. So whatever you did that's got you stuck where you said you can't get out of it, you are in bondage to it. You are a slave to it. You are a slave. You can try to say you're not. You can fight against it. You can be sad about it. You can even get mad about it. You can actually punch the wall and break your hand off for all. I give a damn. You're overcome and you're a slave. 20. For if after they have escaped the pollutions of the world, like I told you, like the guy had told me, I don't drink, man. I got out of the drinking. I got out of my addictions. I escaped from the pollutions of the world is what he's telling me, see? Through the knowledge of the Lord and Savior Yahusha, he admitted that that's how he escaped his pollutions by his own mouth. If y'all want to read the comments, go read it. He admitted. These scriptures right here are proving it. That's why Abba got me reading them to you for your benefit. For if after they have escaped the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of the Lord and Savior Yahusha, Hamashiach, they are again entangled therein and overcome, and the latter end is worse with them than the beginning. So sorry to tell you and anyone that's stuck like this, you are going to be worse off now than you were in the beginning when you first tried to break free from the addictions. Why? Because it was Yahusha who liberated you away from that the first time. But you didn't love him enough to continue in what he had liberated you from. And you returned to it like a pig does to the mire. And you did just like a dog does when it returns to its vomit and it eats that shit. For it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness than after they have known it to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them. But it has happened unto them according to the true proverb. The dog is turned to his own vomit again, and the sow that was washed to her wallowing in the mire. That's how the Spirit do. What y'all gonna do with it? Silawam, Mr. Allah.